Okay, we're up early in the morning and we've got a big day ahead of us. I've got lots of plans. We're going to be going to the gym, going on a run. I'm going to talk you through all of it. But first things first, we're going to have a coffee. Okay, so my goals have taken a bit of a U-turn recently. And as always, I want to lift weights, get massive, get strong. That's all stayed the same. But recently, my brain's been itching for a little bit more. And where have I ended up? Running. Just the thought of going on a run is enough to send shivers down my spine, but that is exactly the reason I'm going to do it. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy going on runs, but I enjoy going on runs in a bit of a sadistic way to kind of push myself and beat myself up a little bit. Whereas going to the gym, it's just become a bit too easy for me, and I need something that's going to scratch that part of my brain and really make me dig to those dark, deep depths. Still a personal trainer, I still love lifting weights, and that's never something that's going to change. I'm going to lift weights till the day that I die. But just for now, I'm kind of switching the priorities around and I'm going to see how much of a go I can give this running thing. If I'm going to do running properly, well, I'm going to need a goal. And this is the goal that I've chosen. Just to preface this, I don't really have much running experience at all. I've done a few 5Ks and I've been stepping it up in the last couple of weeks, but for all intents and purposes, I'm pretty much a beginner. And that's going to have to change because I'm going to be doing Battersea Park Half Marathon in about 7 weeks, okay? So I'm willing to step up my training. I'm going to take you along on the journey and that's exactly what we're doing today. But before all of that, we've got a chest pump to hit, so cue the music, let's go. Right, I know we said we was going to the gym, but we've got a little bit of a pre-workout snack. We've got some blueberry pancakes that might have been a bit mouldy, I'm not sure, with some banana drip on them, so protein, carbohydrates. I'm not gonna lie, this stuff looks disgusting. It's all gooey, it's all sticky. That's not always a bad thing. If you're ever thinking, how do I get my protein in? How can I have some sweet, tender pancakes but still get some protein? Okay, it's a push day today, and that means one thing and one thing only: lots of benching. Okay, I've not really been doing much barbell bench press in a while, to be honest. Mainly because I've just been kind of trying to build muscle, while I've kind of get a bit of a better mind-muscle connection with the dumbbells. But I've been going back to it recently, mainly because I'm chasing that 100 kg, 225 pounds bench press. Back in August, I hit 90 kg. But then I had my appendix out and I wasn't lifting for ages and I kind of did a bit of a crap bulk. It took a while for me to kind of get back there. So I'm at the point now where I can comfortably lift 90, but I've been chasing this 100 and you can kind of see from the footage. I go for it, it moves a little bit at the bottom, but it doesn't quite go all the way up. And you can even see the camera gets dashed here. It's because my little brother has to come and spot me and I have to kind of hold the weight on my chest. But I've been chasing the 100. And I'm determined to get it, even though I'm kind of got other things on my plate now with the half marathon. I'm cutting as well, so it's going to be difficult to do it with not enough calories. So I've been kind of changing the way my training goes as well, because generally if I'm doing a push day, I'll start off with a set of heavy bench press. It's not always a 1 rep max. Sometimes I'll just put like 80 or 90 on, get some reps of it, anywhere from 2 to 6. And then from there on I'm doing back off sets, okay? Because there is an element of, if I want to get better at doing heavy bench presses, there's only one thing to do, and it's just do heavy bench pressing, okay? The lighter sets that I'm doing here is a set 70 for about 13 reps, I think. This is still good. Obviously, I'm still trying to build muscle, hold on to muscle while I'm cutting. But if I want to get that strength, then I need to make sure that pretty much every time I do a push session, I'm benching. So 2 or 3 times a week, I want to be doing a heavy bench press, especially if I'm trying to add like 9 kilos onto the bench press whilst I'm on a diet phase. So that's just what you're watching here. Like I said, I did some hypertrophy based sets. A few of those. Those are the back off sets. Obviously, want to be in that kind of 6 to 12 rep range to hold on to the muscle. But yeah, that's one of the big goals. And I'm probably going to start deadlifting as well. I've not really done any deadlifting yet. It's something that's going to change. But I'm going to try and get my numbers up, my squat, my deadlift, and my bench press, because I think I've never really put too much effort into any of those lifts. It's all just been kind of free weight stuff. When I say free weight, more dumbbells and leg press machines and stuff, not actually worked my strength. So that's another area of focus to be kind of concentrating on, and that's why you're seeing so much bench press in this video. But we finished that off. Still want to get a bit of a pump, so I moved then onto the incline bench press machine, incline chest press machine. And again, I've got quite a lot of weight on here, lots of heavy pressing, mainly trying to target the upper chest, just because the bench press for me is massively kind of lower pec. And they're nicely developed, but the upper pec's got nowhere near that level of roundness, so a few heavy sets on this kind of always finishes it off, really. Like I said, obviously this is a push session, but this one ended up being massively chest focused. This isn't the normal gym I train at. I went to Norton, I went with my little brother. I only really get a chance to do that on the weekend, so I think we just went a bit crazy on the chest. There's not really much in the way of pushing apart from chest work, but you don't really need a lot of exercises. That's the thing. Like I did the bench press sets. I did this. As you can see, the pump is coming fat already. And then we're just going to finish off with some flies. This fly machine is actually crazy because It's got like a really thin back plate, so it almost feels like it sits on your spine, and you can just pump it. It's crazy. Yeah. Always finish on flies. I think I'm preferring the pec deck compared to any other kind of fly at the moment. Just feels much better. And then we just did some dips. I don't know really why. I don't really ever do dips, but they felt pretty good. My little brother showed me up though, because he's quite lean, so not a lot of body fat on him, and he can just pump them away. But I was struggling a little bit. But that's about it. Yeah, it was very chest focused. I probably won't make my next push session as chest focused. Get a bit more shoulders and triceps. But as you can see, looking pretty good, looking pretty nice. Starting to see some of that body fat go, but it's going to be slow. I'm only on a slow, moderate cut. So yeah, that's what we're looking like. Okay, this is probably the craziest cut of all time. Because I left you all in the car after the gym. And then, I'm not going to lie, just didn't film the start of the run. But me and the young brother just got back off the longest run. Just did a 10k in just about under an hour. I think it was like 59, wasn't it? Just under an hour. Feeling good though. I've got new running shoes. Let me take you down and show them. Okay, so these are the new running shoes. These are the beasts I use. They're already absolutely battered. But I went to Runners World in St Albans and got some proper running shoes because I was running on some done out, messed up Nikes and they weren't doing very well. So it's my first ever 10k. Did it in under an hour. How's it feeling, Tom? What's your thoughts on
Surprisingly pretty easy, to be fair.
Yeah. Not too bad because it's about half the distance we've got to do for the half marathon, and we've gone up some gnarly hills. And Battersea's meant to be quite flat, so very achievable it's looking. But we are absolutely battered. I'll throw up some stats on the screen of like the details for the run. But one thing we both need is some food, so we're gonna get some steak in us. Okay, so today's just a brief snippet of the kind of things that I'm going after this year. But namely, I want to get that marathon done, or half marathon, I should say. I do want to go and do a marathon at some point as well, but we'll take it one step at a time. I'm also trying to increase my strength as well. My bench press has been way too low for way too long. I got around 90 kg bench press in like August, but then had my appendix out and I wasn't training for a while. Started a new job. Excuses really. But I want to get 100 kg bench press. The only thing with that is I'm also cutting at the same time. So I know they say you can't get stronger while you're cutting, but I think I've got enough kind of technique differences I can make. And I'm doing a slow cut, so I'm only going to be like a couple of 100 calories under my maintenance, really trying to hold on to as much muscle as possible. So I think with those kind of preconditions, I should hopefully be able to hit that 100 kg bench press before summer, certainly. We'll see how it goes though. Like I said, I'm not sure how I'm going to react to less calories, but I've been on a bulk for a while, so I just want to be able to run, lift heavy weights, be lean, be shredded, and get things done.